Alright, we're in Garlemald proper now. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on. I see a huge crowd of people over there, so this must be a visiting place at the least. In spite of the obstacles we face, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little further and we'll have reached the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we will discuss a course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking you, Sola and Graha, to join us in the building to the northeast of the camp? Alice and I will meet you there. Alright, right over there then. And I do believe we touched this either right last time, right? It's been a couple days. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's quite a few people about, I guess. So that's nice to see at least. The other two zones were kind of getting a bit empty. A meeting, yes, I'll make my way over there once my head is cleared. In truth, I've been feeling all sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. 'Tis the monstrous tower on the horizon, jagged, hideous, unholy. Even at this distance, its pressure is overwhelming. Much like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Zod, only far more terrifying. Either flows unceasingly towards it, converging to a swallowing mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping me anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. Okay, so he still is feeling it pretty bad then. Where's this tower anyways? I can't really see it, I guess, from the, I mean, every time I practically come here, it's fog on top of everything else, so that's great. But, yeah. Like, every time I play this game, it always lands right in the middle of, like, nighttime, which is kind of sucky, to be honest. Just seems like nighttime is way more often now than it was before. You'll be pleased to know most of the temper has been quartered inside the nearby buildings, are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commanding civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It's possible that everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me that they left far too many useful possessions behind. Aye, although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly accept they were tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking out loud. You mentioned a meeting. I'll make my way there. Alright. Did all of Garlemald get tempered? I guess it's technically possible, but you think there'd still be at least a couple of bits of people around everywhere. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we'll begin.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a porxia of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twould be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinists will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telothroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
'Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rhine. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
Ice fields. I love ice fields. Oh wait, no I don't.
As ever, you do not want for enthusiasm. But given your experience traipsing about through Kurthus, I should be surprised if you let a little inclement weather dampen your redoubtable spirits. And even if that were the case, the promise of hot soup upon your return would surely spur you to action. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
So I wonder if the capital is actually in this zone or not. Or if it's going to be a separate zone. Seems like my throat's already disagreeing with me a bit. But oh well. Gods be good, if this is the cold with Tatara's closing, I tried to think of how we'd fare without it. I must remember to thank her when we next meet. Makes me realize too that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them in quickly. Side quests? Yes, there is. There are indeed side quests. Wow. What ho, Chems? Been getting something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. Since you asked, we're to scour the Eblan Rhine for survivors. What, to wander around ice fields and the off chance you'll find someone? You'd take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically my telescope. Come, friends, I know just the spot to begin our search. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humor him. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab these two side quests while we're here, why don't we? Just the person I was hoping to see. Might interest you in a little hunting. It's bears I'm after. If you've ever tried their meat, I thoroughly recommend it. Though they're far from the easiest prey, though I dare say you face much worse. If you're game, here's the plan. First, we lure them out with this deer meat, which is also laced with a sleeping potion. Then it's a simple matter of walking over and offing them in a matter of your choosing. What could be simpler? Here's 3 ample servings of prime venison. Be sure to let the concoction take effect before swooping in and claiming your prize. Alrighty. Oh, we got a necklace here, okay. I have an important task to perform. By that I mean I have somebody else perform it. I've been lumbered with an inevitable duty of keeping inventory supplies brought by each delegation. Though weaponry and basic provisions have been accounted for, I can't say the same for might be considered creature comforts. You see, even the most frivolous of things can make a huge difference out here in the frozen waste, so I'm trying to put together a list of luxury goods at our disposal. Seeing as you're on good terms with practically everyone here, better than me, at any rate, perhaps you could help. Much appreciated. I've already sent one of my subordinates to speak with the Maelstrom, Temple Knights, and Alamegan Resistance. Nietzsche has the remaining groups, namely the Twin Adders, Immortal Flames, and our Far Eastern allies. Any information you could bring me would be most helpful. So this is what we could assumedly do right here. We got June over here, who looks to be, I think, a Twin Adder, I think, is the yellow. Creature comforts. Well, we did bring a large shipment of tea leaves arrived by the Carlene Canopy. Mother Manoon and Fucha both agreed that there's no better way to stop off the cold than a nice hot brew, and I can personally attest to that. We've enough for everyone if they mind to try it. Alright. Let me see. Let me see. Other than the usual material, we also have a number of tents donated by Lord Lolorito. A few of them have been pitched around the camp, and you might be interested to know that they've been woven by Alamegan refugees. We're all glad that they find meaningful employment. The quality of the work speaks for itself. We do appear, however, to have overestimated how many tents we would need, and find ourselves with a surplus of cloth. We soon discovered, however, that when folded up, these tent sheets make a surprisingly good bedding. I'd be happy to donate a few. Well, that works out, doesn't it? There's one thing that springs to mind, and we brought several bolts of felt, which might seem to be a bit odd to some. Most people don't realize how effective it is to keeping the cold out and the warm in. We use it in everything from clothing to our yachts, and even for patching of wounds. Of course, we're more than willing to share it with the rest of the contingent. We also have a whole crate of what you might call warming stones in the common tongue. Hold one in your hands and you'll see what I mean. There are plenty of those to go around as well. Alright, well that was an easy quest at least. Do the others have anything to share? Yes, that'll do nicely. What's more, the Temple Knights, Maelstrom, and Alamegan Resistance have a fair few useful supplies of their own. So my list of creature comforts is a lot longer than I was expecting. Well, honestly, I was worried that taking all those Imperials might put everyone, including them, in a very unfavorable position. Even those of us most committed to the cause might find it hard to put the needs of our former enemies before those of our sworn comrades. Valid points, perhaps, until you stop to consider the total fate that has fallen Golemod. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. In any case, they're the reason that we're here in the first place, so it's our duty to lend them aid we can. Now listen to me ramble on. Anyway, for your part in making our lives a little more bearable, please accept this as a token of my gratitude. I will take that necklace, thank you. There we go. We're getting close to 50k health again, at least. So that's nice. Still have like a massive amount of stuff here that I have to like do something with. Like, I'm not right away in trouble, but I definitely will be in a bit if I keep on doing this. What is our level now? 518, so we're making progress. go ahead and beat up some bears, why don't we? Well, I think I see a bear already, but I don't think it's one of the ones I'm actually supposed to get yet. What was that? Oh, I guess somebody's chopping down trees over there. Huh. Let's see, we discover a new location. Yeah, okay. Let's go and check the ether compass, why don't we? There's one off to the northwest, apparently. Which is like a sheer mountaintop over here. I wish my throat was not, like, so messy at the moment. Where's the bear? Okay, no bear yet. I can see we're a little bit upper, what we need to be at the moment. We're 83, and everything here is 82, so that's at least a good sign. I think that means we could probably get through this zone without having to worry too much about level up, but I'm gonna still work towards it, I guess. So I kind of imagine this is probably the first zone we're actually gonna have to complete all at once. Because the first two zones we did, we're definitely going back to, but, oh, hello there. You got some fight in you, don't you? And then you can fight her for the finish. There we go. Very nice. I'm surprised I didn't aggro the sprite there. The ether current should be around here somewhere. Okay, up here it looks like. Yep, there it is. If I could just get by without having to fight this, that'd be great. There we go. Okay. That's one down. Where'd the next one be? Way off to the north. Maybe if we went further east, we might find another one nearby, but who knows. Let's see if we get a bear from this last one or not. I'm guessing we will, but we'll see. No, okay. Oh, there we go then. Yeah, we do have one closer nearby, southeast, it looks like. So closer to where we have to go for the main quest in any case. No, bear, go away. I see you're still in possession of a full set of limbs, which can only mean the hunt was success. Truth be told, I heard from others in the field that the berry encounter was rather more lively than we anticipated, and a fair bit more bigger. What, you filled that brute all by yourself? Most impressive, though it appeared that the sleeping potion provided by Lord MDN was considerably less effective than he led us to believe. As he tells it, he adopted this approach after incurring the wrath of his Lord Father for his inability to master more sporting methods. He spoke of his exploits with some pride, despite the tales hardly painting him as a favorable light. Still, in our present situation, we must forego the thrill of the hunt and select the means that present the most surest route to success, underhanded they may be. Regrettably, the bears of this region are entirely immune to the formula, or perhaps there was something wrong with it to begin with. In any case, no harm done, eh? To you, I mean not the bears. Obviously. There we go. Very big Moogle. Okay, it seems to be straight east from here, so let's see if we can potentially get over there easily enough. Oh, yep, I already see it. Okay. Looks like we have to do a little bit of a weird climb. Actually, no, it's not gonna be that hard. Never mind. I thought there was just more narrow when I was coming up to it. Looks like the fog is out at least. So that's nice. And actually we're heading this way anyway, so that makes it even better. Didn't lose any time at all. I spy it, my little telescope. Massive sheep thing, or maybe it's a cow. Not what we're after either way. Is that an ether current? Oh no, just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo, what do I see with young Hillock? There's no mistaking it, that's a girl. A survivor, show me. Over there, beyond that tree. Looks like she's running away from something, though surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress, a rather fetching one at that. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. Poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful, thank you, but you won't need some yourself. No, I'll be fine. As a matter of triviality, my honor demands I do no less. Unless we forget the very reason we're here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed. He actually did something useful for once. That's nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and head on out. We have one to the northeast. Can we get it, though? Let's see. So I try and get all the ones I can while I don't have to worry too much about it, at least. We're heading somewhere over here. It's still pure northeast, so... Oh yeah, the polar bear actually does make sense here, but, you know, I got that Pegasus, so I want that instead at the moment for my mouth. It should be. Okay, it's right up this way, apparently. Is it up this tower? Okay, it's north of here. Maybe it's inside of there? How do I get up here, though, is the question. No, I don't want anything from you. Oh, they have straight up cars here? Huh. Yep, it is here. Okay. We should have enough time to tune this before the... Oh, they're not even coming first anyway, so that makes it even better. Okay. Anything else nearby? There's one straight north from here, but that one's kind of far out, so I think we'll just wait for the moment. And we've gotten 3 here in a fairly short time, so I'm happy with that so far. go ahead and get on our Orion. I guess that's what it's called. See what looks like somebody riding a dragon over there. Anything over different need? Okay. Oh, there is one over this way, apparently. Let's go ahead and see these footprints in the snow. Trail of fresh footprints lead east. Okay. Ah, there they are. That was easy. These footprints appear to be the same as those you saw previously, and they lead towards the building. This building, okay. We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first we thought she had gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been open in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll have to keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? Alright, we can do that. Maybe she did. This is kind of a long survey. Oh, by the tree? Yep, there she is. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from a distance, it might attract a wild beast to your location. It'd be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Alright. That's, so we're stealth mission now? Follow the girl from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you're noticed. Make use of cover such as rocks to approach her from being seen. Some of the objective will also end in failure if you fall too far behind. Okay. We got to the rocks alright, I guess. Maybe I can just get by the tree, if I'm lucky. Nope, nobody here but trees. There's like something like right behind me here. I hear. Sprint again so I can get on this rock before anything happens. There goes my sprint again. I'm gonna aim for this tree over here, I think. I think this other person might be doing the same thing here. Alright. Aiming for this tree over here. Oh! Man, that was a bit, all of a sudden there. Looks like there's a building of some sort up ahead. I swear, if she just turns around all of a sudden at the very end, I'm gonna be mad. Ah, we did it. Phew, still in one piece. Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. I'm Alphanode. This is my sister LSA and our good friend Narn. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telefori are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to the Garlemald, and they won't stop until they destroy the entire world. They're the enemy, our enemy. And on our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who have made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we're striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who hasn't been enslaved. How were you able to escape the Telefori's of influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Lincinia. As far as I managed to stay sane. I've been asking myself the same question ever since that night and the roar, that terrible roar, and the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran, past friends, people I've known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were made mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor's Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers, or it was, but now me and a few others are, borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were. Truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help, can you? Of course, whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. This is everyone. Lucinia says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with a means of heating the place as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark of a little magic, LSA? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under the gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes, yes, do you will. So I wonder why these few have stayed not under the influence. Kind of is interesting. Maybe there's like a rare immunity of some sort. Or perhaps these people are actually warriors of light themselves in a way. Could be. Leg gear, okay. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here there, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, but they're not going anywhere unless we nurse them back to health. Which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Alright. It looks like quite a few people have gathered around here, haven't they? I could treat their frostbite in the wounds, but it would take time for the fire to do its work. That would be a good occasion to make use of Element's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? Alright. Numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies, it'll return with a vengeance. Warming tincture, I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. Tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what happened. It's nothing but ruins now. A few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from the wind and snow. Food protection and water purification. The magic tech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. But machina that remains optional cannot be run for lack of stellium. Of course, Surly Engines is full of the stuff, for all the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. Well, we might be able to get some people on that. All is well, yes, never better. Oh, what sleep libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? Ah, it was a joke. Joke! If I laughed, I may not weep, so said the poet, and at last my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fell. We are the blessed damned, to bear witness to the fall of the great empire, where our brethren lie dead or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Galamad was no more. In the California of gunfire, explosions, and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disabled remnants, the lavish finery caked in ash as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace. Each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried the reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. If I knew better than to plead with the whore, I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for a final judgment. So there's definitely something going on with a roar here of some sort. Was the roar perhaps the tower spurting from the ground, perhaps? Tincture. Might as well drink it, I suppose. This, it's a radio. You don't have them from where you come from, I take it. We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types, so this model is by far the most popular. Made of quality components crafted from the finest ore, sourced from Locus Amenius it is. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have fled or ended up like all the others, because all we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over again. Home beyond the horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Amenius. We may have found an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hoped to take back what was once ours. It is a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Valus yet lives, and that he speaks to us through the radios. It was a cunning strategy, faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Valus would not be defeated so easily. That's a bit disheartening. What's that? Here, you can have the last one. I'm practically immortal, I don't need one. So this is what you gave the others, thank you, I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Laturim? I saw the goddess's voracious troops heading towards the Magna Glaces a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Vigilia and her men are all there now. So how did you reach the Magna Glaces? Did you cross the mountains on foot? Airships, then there might be a way to. Messenia, where is everyone? Is something the matter? Voice from inside, you say. You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby mostly has made its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. Felt the soldiers scared them off. Wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people, too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you're mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there. People whose job was to extract selenium. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange, lots of food. That's something we don't have and we can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'll have to make it past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in their place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers. If it's ceruleum you need, then ceruleum you'll have. Thank you so much. To reach Tapper's Den, you have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but you'd rather not take the risk. You'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky, too, so it's easy to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. So there's probably somebody, like, elderly in there, I would imagine. Because it was a frail voice. Either there's someone's, like, on death's door in there, who knows. There's probably a reason that they don't want us to meet them yet, so... It's neat how we're in Garlemald proper, though. Looks like there is a... Ether right off that way, but I guess we're not going there just yet, so we'll leave that alone for now, I guess. I'm assuming further up north is where, the capital actually is. Okay, we should be southeast now, okay. Assumably probably part of this or something. We're about halfway to level 84 now, so we're not doing too bad. Yeah, there it is. Looks like we could actually maybe get up on top of it from over here. That staircase right there. So let's go ahead and do that. There's somebody over here fighting with a, one of those magic tech things. I've got the name of them offhand. Actually, can I get on here? Let me see. Yep, okay. We're good. I think this will be number 4? Ah, we're on the right pipe. There we go. Anything else nearby? There's one to the southwest. Let's take a look, shall we? Directly west. Okay. Looks like it's heading in the same direction as Emperor's Rose, level 90. Ooh. Looks like it's in the same direction as we're technically heading, I guess. Ah, yes, our 5th one. So we're at least halfway there. That's pretty nice. I think the rest of them are further on the other half of the northern half of the zone, though, I think, at this point. I could be wrong. We'll take a look in a moment with the compass again. Yeah, the next closest one is 800 yalms to the north, so wait for the moment. Kinda curious, though, do we have any more side quests? No, we don't. Who goes there? How'd you find us? What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? If you purebuds over at Victor Spoils hadn't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up assholes thought they could come waltzing in here demanding ceruleum if nothing to offer in return. Looks like the boot's on the other foot now the capital's gone to shit. So they're resorting to sending you to negotiate. I know your game, Sellsword. If you think we'll give in to intimidation, you got another thing coming. Well, that didn't turn well. Oh, whoops. Totally circled everything. Come on. There you are. Just after you left, Lucina asked me to go and catch up with you in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I have a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. So this is Trapper's Den, or Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. Who are you? What happened to the guards? Rosians and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why in the hells would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess, none of you are Gerlinian. You were brought here from other lands. Garabenia, Yanksha, Boja, Dalmuskian, to name a few. Some dragged here against our will. Others fed bollocks about a better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of Anne, placing us firmly at the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. But the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is cerulean gens, still sustaining us, even if our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing ceruleum from the bottom of the lake, but how can you do that now that it's frozen over? Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used that much these days. With the city in ruins, we're taking up our heaters and save the surplus for later. Though it helps stave off the code, it does solve all for our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent that we've got ceruleum by the barrelful if they're interested, and we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. You can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we manage to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us thanks to the Empire. The knowledge and skills required working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being. As long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald as we know it is gone for good. Gone for good. Regardless of what the Isambard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause of celebration, while for others, their whole way of life has been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it's for the best that it's consigned to history. But what if the ordinary people, their lives, their stories, should they be forgotten too? Now, I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. Leg gear, okay. Toad skin. Ooh. $49,000, we're pretty close. In any case, this is probably a good stopping point for this video. Next time we'll learn how to get more certain. This is probably going to be us going out there and killing things for food, I'm assuming. So we'll see how that goes for us.